So today, I mean, as I said in the meeting, today was an important step, the approval of the rules by the board. It's an important next step. It gives our staff clarity about the framework that they're going to be working under to meet our guidelines and keep our commitments to successfully implement the requirements of the state question. So very thankful for the board's action today.
So it seems to be some confusion about what was banned and what wasn't. Can you clarify what was exactly banned by the board?
Well, it was the banning of the sale of smokable product in dispensaries and on the commercial side. That was the action that they took.
And why was that?
I think from the public comments that we received, and also the discussion that was in the board meeting, I think there was some feeling that was to allow smokable forms would be a step back in their role as protectors of public health in Oklahoma, and certainly reasonable people can differ on that, and I absolutely respect their viewpoint and the decision that they made.
The definition of dispensary manager was also changed. What changes were made in that?
Basically, they changed to make a licensed certified pharmacist on site to fulfill those functions at the dispensaries.
So just to clarify, if people are growing medical marijuana in their home, they could smoke it, they just can't buy it from a dispensary.
Correct.
What do you think about the board going against the advice of your general counsel? She obviously outlined some concerns with both of those changes.
She did, and like I said, I mean, our general counsel did a fine job today presenting the rules and developing the rules. That there are certain areas where, again, reasonable people can differ, and lawyers can differ. So, you know, we'll like I said, that today the board acted. They did their job. And they fulfilled their role in this process, and for that I'm thankful.
Are you worried that you guys are going to get tied up in litigation now? And you're an attorney, correct? What happens if any of these get sued or litigated?
Well, again, as I think it was said by one of our board members today, I would expect some type of litigation to be filed about these rules, regardless, even if they had passed the rules as submitted. So if and when that occurs, we will defend the rules that the board has passed, and just take it from there.
Will it delay the program?
You know, we'll have to see how that any court process. We would just have to see how that plays out.
Did you offer them advice on the smokable rule change, and do you think they did the right thing? What is your personal opinion?
I absolutely support and respect the board's role in making the decision they made today.
That's great, but that wasn't the question.
And that's all I'm going to say about it.
But I mean,
okay?
do you agree? I mean, you're the commissioner, you're the interim commissioner of health in the state of Oklahoma. Do you think that banning of smokable marijuana consumption like that is in the best interest of the health of Oklahoma?
Like I said, reasonable people can differ on that view. The board exercised their authority today in making that decision, and it is my job to implement the policies as they've directed today, and that's what I will do.
Looking in your crystal ball, let's say your next month's meeting, how much of what you passed today is going to change or up for grabs that you anticipate changing next month?
Well, I think there was some specific. Dr. Krishna had some specific questions that he would like for us to come back and look at, and we will do that. I'm not going to speculate on what might change in the future.
I mean, not a dramatic repeal of today, obviously.
No,
okay.
No.
So are you?
But this is the first step. We didn't chisel anything today in granite, and we will immediately after this begin a permanent rulemaking process in which we will revisit some of these issues at some point again with additional public comment and so forth. So. And those will be vetted to the legislature and to the governor. So, this is just one step of many.
A lot of people obviously were opposed to, a lot of powerful people opposed to medical marijuana and 788. Do you think that the layout is going to go smoothly, and can it go smoothly, or do you think it's just bound to be delayed endlessly?
I have no reason to think that it won't go smoothly and that the will of the people won't be adhered to. Again, you know, what happens in the way of legal challenges to rules, I have no way of knowing what will happen in that regard, and I'm not going to speculate about what might happen until those events occur.
But your goal is to roll it out and
I have said from day one here, let me say it again, that we would be ready to implement the state question should it be passed. And we came out the day after the election and said we were ready, and I have stuck with that, and that has been my position ever since, and that has not changed. We will be ready. We are working diligently to vet the IT process for this and the IT solution so that we have an online solution for folks to use for licensing, and working with OMES diligently to make all that happen. So we are working full speed ahead.
With anybody who's covered the latest controversies at the health department, do you have enough staff to address all of these changes and implementations?
Yes, I have great staff.
No, numbers wise?
Well, we have to add some staff as we get deeper into this. We have positions posted to fill the Oklahoma Medical Marijuana Authority, and we will begin vetting qualified candidates for those roles here in the near future. But yes, do we have a team that's qualified, capable, and ready to go? Absolutely.
Oklahomans for Health had mentioned a few concerns about the THC levels. Were you expecting that? I mean, are you expecting pushback on that?
That is an issue again where there has been some robust public comment and some debate, and that is something that yes, I would think we might hear something about in the future.
And smokable products at the dispensaries. Do you think this goes against the will of the people?
Like I said, the state question was silent on that, and I think reasonable people can differ. Like I said, I respect the position of the members of the Board of Health that had those concerns, and the folks in the public and the public comments that we had that expressed those concerns. Those are valid public health concerns, and so that's the direction they went today. I respect that, and I will absolutely support it.
What did you think of the turnout? I mean, I was hearing that people are being turned away because the building was capacity. I mean, was that expected?
Yes. Yes, and we were prepared.
I think so many people wanted to come, to this meeting.
I don't know. I think there was been a lot of interest around these rules, and wanted to make sure that perhaps that the board and understood that they wanted to see these things move forward today.
Got time for about 2 more questions.
Commissioner, just to back it up a little bit, how did you get to that number with the THC levels? How did you get to that number for the milligrams?
That was based on feedback that we received from the medical community, as well as what the practices of other states.
Meg, back in the back.
Yeah, Meg.
Thank you. I wondered, could you just kind of give us an overview? Obviously, you're hiring people for the Medical Marijuana Authority. There's some permanent rulemaking. What all is going to have to happen before this framework goes fully into effect?
Well, like I said, we have today was a big hurdle, getting our rules in place, and now they will go to the governor, and we will, anticipate her action on that. But then, again, just taking those rules, applying that to developing the processes. The hard work of the team here at the health department that's already begun and been going on since April, we just continue that. We have the clarity to know that yes, we're on the right track, and to continue that work and continue that effort. And but like I said, getting our IT solution in place is the next big step, and one we look forward to getting accomplished here in the near future.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.